Hello, Stratters. Bobgar here. I am bringing you some budget decks. I'm going to start trying to do a budget deck week because I really enjoy playing budget decks. I play a lot of really weird, janky decks. And the one I wanted to start out with here is just one that I brewed up literally today. I don't expect it to win a lot, but I brewed it up today because I saw that Kiki-Jiki was about $1 per copy, and Kiki-Jiki decks are a lot of fun to play, even if they are a little fragile, not maybe the best. So it's basically just a Kiki-Jiki deck. We're running 4 Kiki-Jikis. I'm running a bunch of the things that go well with him. Deceiver Exarch I'm running 4 of, mostly because it's more important for us to be defensive and dodge bolt. Only 3 Pestermites because even though they're more aggressive, which is kind of nice, they, again, don't dodge bolts. They're flying, which is nice too. 3 Seagate Oracle, good blocker, helps us find our pieces, and also not terrible with Kiki-Jiki just because it draws you a card every time you activate on it. Zealous Conscripts combos with Kiki-Jiki, also does a lot of things against decks that otherwise we wouldn't be good at dealing with, so it can steal planeswalkers and use their abilities to either get rid of them or whatever. And I also ended into situations where I could I played and tested it a few times. One of the situations I got into, my opponent had out a worship and they were at 1 life, and I stole their well, they surrendered, but that's because they looked at my hand. They saw that I could steal their worship with my Zealous Conscripts, and then just bolt to their face to kill them, because I would have the worship until end of turn, so it would no longer be affecting them. So you can do tricky things like that with it. It's a really good answer to a lot of things. It also gets around, ensnaring bridge and what's the other one? Ghostly Prison and things like that. Frost Titan, I just put it 2 in for the very top end. When it comes out, this card is good. It's pretty devastating, but it is hard to get out. 4 Lightning Bolts just for some early disruption. 4 Sleight of Hands to help you draw your pieces, and it's just we needed a good blue 1-drop, and it's kind of what there is. Normally, I would rather play Serum Visions, but it's a little priced out with the $10 range. Izzet Charm, I put this in. I had been running Magma Jet the first time I ran it, but I put in Izzet Charm because it feels a little more flexible to me. Obviously, it has the Mana Leak ability on it, which can be very handy. It also can kill a creature, and it can also do some card filtering. So it does everything we want to do in this deck, and for pretty cheap. 4 Mana Leaks, just because it counters anything, it's good early interaction. And then the last non-land thing is just 4 Izzet Signets for ramp, because we want to get up to Zealous Conscripts and Titans and even Kiki-Jiki. Land base, I couldn't go fancy because of the price limitation, so obviously dual lands would be a lot better than this. I ended up with 8 islands, 12 mountains, and 2 Izzet Boilerworks. The 12 mountains is just because Kiki-Jiki requires 3 red pips, which means we really have to go pretty hard on mountains to get him out. 8 islands felt good. I mean, we do need double island to get out our Frost Titans, but that's pretty late. And we do want some islands early to play things like Sleight of Hand. So you don't want to go super light on islands, but you do want slightly heavier mountains just because it's pretty important to get Kiki-Jiki out. Sideboard's not too exciting. It's basically good red-blue cards that were inexpensive Ghost Quarters to take out Tron. I only have 1, but it gets them sometimes. Tormod's Crypt for anything doing graveyard, so Living End, Dredge, that kind of thing. A lot of counter spells, just because I've thought stopping kill spells, especially stopping kill spells or counter spells at 1 mana to make sure our Kiki-Jiki or combo pieces can resolve was pretty important. So 1 Dispel, 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Swan Songs. Echoing Truth, mostly because it helps us deal with things that we otherwise can't deal with, just like Zealous Conscripts does a little bit. Like this can, bounce a Worship or Ensnaring Bridge, or and it also has good interactions against some of the aggro decks that this deck can't have trouble against. Magma Jet, 2 damage, Scry 2. The Scries are pretty nice, and a lot of low to the ground decks, the 2 damage is enough to get rid of a creature. So that's mostly what this is looking for, like goblins and things like that. 3 negates, again, just against any deck that we know, like Tron, we just know is going to run 1 million planeswalkers, so that's just to stop that. And then 1 copy of Aether Eyes, again, really good against swarm decks, various zoo decks and goblins and things like that, just to pick up all their pieces and put them back. So that's the deck. I'm going to play some games with it, let you see how it is. I suspect I will lose most of these games. I think it's a little too slow and janky for Modern, but I suspect it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Hey there, Stratters. Bobgar here, playing some budget decks. I am playing budget Izzet Kiki combo in Modern, and this is a hand that we cannot unfortunately keep. We're actually kind of a land-heavy deck, but as you can see, we have no land here. There's only 2 Frost Titans in the deck, and we have both of them in your hand, so there are only 6 drops, so yeah, we don't want that. And this looks bad, but we'll keep it. We can put some stuff away. Do I want a Frost Titan? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can almost get enough to cast it. I think I'm going to put it on the bottom just because I think there's things I want more than that. Uh-oh. Is he going to disrupt us by playing Inquisition or something? Sure. At this point, he has no idea what we're doing, and he can't disrupt us very easily, so that's fine. No, the Signet would actually... well, I don't know. The Charm draws us cards. He takes the Charm. They're both pretty annoying. I'll play an island and pass turn. Well, I think this one we're just not going to do a whole lot. I have a feeling this game we're just going to fizzle. That first mole was pretty sad, and I really didn't want to go to 5. Maybe I should have. I figured the draw 2, discard 2 was going to be good enough, but you know, if you keep off the power of one hand, that is exactly the kind of thing that hand disruption can get you on. Kiln Fiend, interesting. Well, that's a turn too late. I'm going to hold it up anyway, but he might just kill me here. Let's see what he has. Sure. I will Mana Leak your Thoughtseize, which probably doesn't stop you from just winning here, but if I don't, you're going to take my Mana Leak. So, seems good. I mean, I guess this would make him take 2 damage, but I'm not really worried about him taking 2 damage. In fact, he probably wants to. He's probably playing Death Shadow Zoo or something. I've seen some versions of that one, Kiln Fiend. And maybe that's why he's going black, because I think most other versions of the Kiln Fiend style deck would not run black. But maybe that's not true. I'm not actually sure. That would explain why he's running so many Thoughtseize instead of Inquisition, too. Well, he gets in for 4. That's pretty good. Sure. Can he just kill me here? If he does, I'm somewhat impressed, but I could see it happening. Nope, he does not have the double strike card. Thank goodness. I'm a little surprised because it seems weird to go for mutagenic growth if you don't have that, but or maybe he just wanted to get low enough to play Death Shadow, is my guess now. Angler. Alright. Well, I'm not just dead, but I'm not in good shape. I will Seagate Oracle. Let's see what we see. Deceiver Exarch is definitely the pick over another Seagate Oracle, although that's tempting too. But yeah, I'm going to take Deceiver Exarch. And pass turn. Pretty fine blocking with my Seagate Oracle here. Obviously, he'll pump up his Kiln Fiend, but I think I'm okay with that. Go to blocks, block here. And if he has a spell to kill him, he has a spell to kill him. That's fine. Okay, they bounce. I take 5. Plays Mountain tapped. Sure. I should have played Mountain. I guess it doesn't matter because I can play Mountain next turn. So if I top deck Kiki-Jiki, I probably win. I think I'm going to play to the out, and so on upkeep, I'm going to slay him down my Deceiver Exarch. I'm going to tap down his Kiln Fiend because I'm slightly less worried about. I mean, it is hard, so I could either tap a Kiln Fiend or tap Gurmag. I guess he's trample either way, and either way trample probably wins him the game because he'll get double strike. Maybe it is better to just tap down Gurmag. I think I'm going to tap down Gurmag and force him to have it on the Kiln Fiend. have tapped down his lands, but I don't think they're super relevant here. Okay, he has that to make it big. Does he have the double strike spell? Because the double strike spell beats me no matter which one he plays it on. I guess I could have waited till he played it to play the Exarch. That probably would have been better, I guess. I don't know why I did it during the upkeep. That was probably a punt, actually. Block. Okay. Death's Shadow, sure. Come on, Kiki-Jiki. Nope. Well, that draw does potentially keep me alive, so I guess I keep playing it out. Seems unlikely that I live, but I think I have to play towards that out. I'm not sure how I live beyond this turn. Walk here. Lightning bolt here. Okay, he had the mutagenic growth. He wins. That is good game. Well, I had to go for it. That was my only out. So he's a pretty aggressive. Maybe I cut some Frost Titans. I don't know, Zealous Conscripts is interesting because it can be pretty good against him, but I need to get there, and it's a little high. These aren't bad. Is Magma Jet good enough to run? It does kill Kiln Fiend, so probably. Negate doesn't seem good enough to run. Aetherize does. I think those are the ones I want to bring in. Then what do I want to take out? And maybe I take Frost. I mean, Frost Titan is super good against him. It's just so unlikely that I'm going to get that high. Mana Leak I think is fine against him. I can stop a lot of his creatures that way. Yeah, I'm going to cut the 2 Frost Titans. I think it's too slow. Maybe I'll just cut a Pestermite too. I will gladly go first. Yeah, I think I keep. I mean, I don't like the hand, but I have pretty good interaction. And if he doesn't play anything, I can use Izzet Charm to get rid of a creature he plays. And if he just plays multiple Thought Seizes, that's really pretty much fine for me too. The Zealous Conscripts can be really good against him. I'm guessing he takes Kiki-Jiki here? Maybe not. It depends how many more Thought Seizes he has. He's had very good luck drawing his Disruption. I've had very bad luck in my draws in general, but... Okay, interesting. Well, that's fine. I think I play Island here, pass the turn. I guess if he has another Thoughtseize, that was the right take, because that keeps me from being able to stop him. Keeps me from being able to stop his Thoughtseize this turn if he has a second one. I mean, if this is just... Okay, Serum Visions. That one's certainly fine. I don't mind that one at all. Puts one card on the bottom, puts another card on the top. So we did like one of his 2 cards. I did draw this land, which was pretty good. I mean, if he plays a creature, I bolt it. He takes a look at my hand, takes some more damage, sure. Thoughtseize, sure. Oh, Kiki, alright. It's like, he probably will take that eventually. I mean, I'm not super worried. I have enough of them in my deck that it's not super troubling for me. Yeah, take that one, I guess. Does he have the third hand disruption? That would make me very sad. Sleight of Hand. Man, this is a weird deck. I assumed that he was Death Shadow Zoo, but now he seems to be card selection deck. Like Serum Visions plus Sleight of Hand is like, usually you see that in combo decks. I'm somewhat confused, but that's alright. Sure, he bolts my guy. It seems fine. Land, pass turn. Well, hopefully he plays something good for me here. Did he really draw another Thoughtseize? I mean, he probably... I don't have good ways to deal with Lightning Bolt at this point anyway. What a weird Death Shadows deck. It seems totally bizarre. Mag Angler, sure. Now what? Breaks Arid Mesa. Death Shadow, sure. Passes turn. I draw, get a mana leak. Play land. Well, I have to play Conscripts here. There's just no other way to do it. Now, the question is, do I take Death Shadow, which just kills it? It just becomes a 0/0. Or do I take Gurmag Angler and swing at him? With both. He probably lets Angler through. He gets it back. Yeah, I think I just take Death Shadow and kill it. I think that's the right play, even though it doesn't feel quite as good. Gonna Lightning Bolt my guy. Apostle's Blessing. Okay, so he dodges it for the turn. Sure. I guess that's even better. I did not expect that. Now he has this turn to kill me, and if he doesn't, I probably win. He has 2 cards to do it with. Do I chump block or do I take? That's the question. If I chump block, I almost definitely lose. Maybe that's not true. It's tricky because I have this Lightning Bolt in hand. He attacks with both. 14 damage on board. He would need, if he had double Lightning Bolt, he would win. If he had the double strike spell. If he has the double strike spell, he wins no matter what. Yeah, I risk it. You got it. If you get it, you get it. Alright. What now? Killing Fiend, sure. Alright. Well, in that case... So your last card, Lightning Bolt. Gotcha. Alright, well, I took a game off him at least. Felt good. I still, even though his deck is a little bit more control-y than I thought, I still think I like running quite a bit of removal. Maybe I'm running a little too much. Maybe the Magma Jets aren't good. I mean, hits the problem with the Lightning Bolts and the Izzet Charms and the Magma Jets is they all hit, 1 in 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 Yeah, especially because it was slow. Maybe Frost Titan is better. Probably not. Probably better off. Like, Tormod's Crypt could be okay too. Echoing Truth could be okay. I don't know. I'm a little lost now because he's not what I thought. He seemed not very aggressive that game. And this, the only thing that Magma Jet looked like it hit was the Kiln Fiend, which does strike me as a little bad. I mean, maybe I think it's good to have these. In fact, if I cut anything, I might cut the Izzet Charms because he takes himself so low on life that having a tiny bit of burn just to push him, like he was at 4 life. If I had Lightning Bolt, Magma Jet, I also would have won. So I actually don't think it's bad to have that, but I think Izzet Charm might be a little under par. I think I'd rather run another Pestermite or something like that. Echoing Truth slows him down, but doesn't do that much. Would I rather run Izzet Charm or Negate? Both can counter things that he would do. It's just a matter of how much they would counter, or Spell Pierce for that matter, I guess. I'm gonna put in the 1-of Frost Titan for fun. I don't actually think it's the right decision, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to board here. I'm a little confused. I think this is not good. Good is not the right word, but I think this is keepable. I have turn 1 Sleight of Hand, assuming he doesn't have the, I think, 7th Thoughtseize of the game or something like that. He's had a ridiculous number of Thoughtseizes. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Jeez, this is just totally ridiculous. Man, he has some ridiculous luck, that's for sure. Most games you play against discard spells, even if they run a full set of both Thoughtseize and Inquisition, even if they do, almost 100% of them won't hit you every single. If you play 3 games, won't hit you at turn 1 every game. It's just super unlikely to draw hands like that. So he's running well above average, and that just happens. It happens, and there's not too much you can do about it when it happens, other than sigh a little bit. But Mana Leak was actually not a terrible draw there. It gives me something to do next turn. I'm guessing he has Kiln Fiend or something. Sure, that's fine. I don't want a Sleight of Hand here. I'd rather hold up Negate. Get a Sleight of Hand for next turn. If he Thoughtseizes me, I might just let it resolve. The only thing I counter on the Kiln Fiend is probably the Double Strike spell. I don't think anything else is very relevant. Hopefully I draw a lane next turn, and I can just tap down his Kiln Fiend every turn if I want to with the Exarchs and such. Okay. Swing in. Sure. I take. You got 4 damage off on me. Death's Shadow. I don't really want Death's Shadow around. I think I'll Mana Leak that. I feel like that's probably the strongest card in his deck. Well, I did get a land. So I guess I just pass turn. And on his start combat, I will tap down his Kiln Fiend. Probably with Deceiver here. Deceiver is a little harder to kill, and it blocks the Kiln Fiend a little better in the future if I have to block it. There you go. Apostle's Blessing it. Protection from blue. Sure, it means I can't block it too. Alright, maybe, I mean, if he has a double strike spell, he still doesn't kill me here, but it does do a little bit more. Swings in, I can't block. I mean, I guess if he has... Oh, does it double strike? No, it doesn't. It's gonna get me low, though. That's... I guess another lightning bolt will do it. Does mutagenic growth do it? I don't think it does, right? It's only 12. I'm gonna be at 1. Still, super close. Definitely not good. And his last card is Thoughtseize, I'm guessing. Can't think of many other 1 black cards. Oh, no, he has an Angler. Sure. Do I Sleight of Hand and hope to hit a land? That seems a little risky. I guess I don't. I guess I pass turn. So, depending on what he draws, I still have somewhat of a chance. I'm going to Pestermite to tap down Grimag Angler. Yep. Has to attack step. He does not do anything. Sure. Alright, well now I have a mountain. Now I can definitely... Ooh, do I Sleight of Hand or do I just let him attack all and Aetherize them back to hand? That doesn't feel bad either. No, I think I Sleight of Hand here. See what I can find. Mana Leak's not bad. Definitely better than just an island. Put in a mountain. And I will... I mean, I guess I could attack with the Exarch. I think attacking with the Exarch is probably fine. I don't want to attack with the Pestermite because I'd rather have that block the Kiln Fiend if he doesn't draw removal. Oh, my bad. Sure. I forgot that it's not flying. Well, that was silly of me. Again, combat. Sure, got me. I mean, I wasn't winning either way, so GG. Alright, well that's how it goes sometimes. If he didn't have Thoughtseize every game, I think I would have won. But he did. So he got there. He got kind of lucky. A very strange version of the Death Shadow Zoo deck. I actually think it's pretty weak version if you ask me, but I don't know. Maybe it's the one that's going around. Maybe it's hot now. I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, Bobgar here. I just really wanted to quickly say, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you enjoy my content in general and would like to see more of it, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more content in the future. And please leave me comments and let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, both in terms of production and in terms of my play and my deck building and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.